Honestly, I think they're both really important. Sorry. I'm like, sorry.
You're good.
I'm gonna restart that.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me and letting me pick your brain. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
Of course, it was fun.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it.
Your turn, Keagan. My name's Kaminski. I race with GFC Formula Works. I race in typically the K1 senior class, but I'm going to be stepping into the X30 Pro class more this year, more on the regional side and national side.
First question for you. Since you have recently moved from KA engines to the X30 engines, can you explain the difference between the two? How about the positives of the change as well as the growing pains?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference for sure. It's a lot more power in the X30 than the KA. I've been racing in the KA pretty much my entire career besides the cadet days, and I really enjoyed it, but I really wanted to step into the X30 Pro class. Watching those guys is really fun, and I always wanted to race against them. They're really good drivers, and I wanted to always be able to take my fight to them and see what I could do racing against them. So I'm really excited. It's a lot different for sure. The way you have to drive it, the way everything reacts with the go-kart is way different too. So it's going to be a big learning experience for me. The ups is going to be I get to learn a lot and I get to become a better driver. The downs, I would say it's a lot harder, but I'm willing to take that challenge.
Follow-up question. Since you had your race last night with Jake Drew and he pulled the Jake Drew surprise wherever he went, I wanted to ask you how that feels as a driver who has raced with him for a good amount of time. Jake mentioned that he's been racing with you for a couple of years now, so I'm wondering what's that like going into a class that he's been racing in for a good amount of time. You just started. Yeah. Now you get to watch all of this unfold in front of you and possibly even learn from it.
Yeah, for sure. I learn from him every weekend we come out to the track, so it's really cool. He's my big brother pretty much, so it's really cool to learn from him. It was really cool to see that. During the practice days we're always taking the battle to each other and trying to learn as much as we can on the practice days with defending and passing and anything we can. We try and learn as much as we can from each other, so it's really cool to see it, and hopefully I can take it to him today.
Second question for you. A lot of drivers struggle to get practice on track due to budgets or lack of opportunities. How would you recommend young drivers train for karting if they are not able to start in a go-kart from the get-go?
I feel like I came from that side too a little bit. Not a lot of money in my family. We have enough to do it, but I'm able to do what I get to do because of Tony, and just network yourself. Make sure you put yourself out there. I would say, if you put yourself out there, you'll have a really good shot, and just show the people who you are. If you show them that you're a great person, show them that you're really dedicated, I think you'll go really far.
Follow-up question. Would you say it's more important to get sponsors or to network yourself?
Honestly, I think they're both really important. Sorry. Sorry.
You're good.
I'm gonna restart that. I think it's really important for both. I'm doing my best, and I'm a shy person, I would say. I'm not an outgoing person, I would say, but I've been trying really hard to put myself out there and make myself known, and on track, off track, I do my best, and I try and network myself as much as I can, try and get as much sponsors as I can, but it's really tough. In racing now, it's really hard to find people that want to help out, and like I said before, if you show them what type of person you are, I think you'll go really far again.
Last question for you. You have grown a lot in the last few years across multiple classes. You mentioned that you went from KA racing in that for many years. Now you're going into X30. What are your plans to continue in racing?
I would love to do anything I can. one weekend I went out to North Carolina with Jake when he was still living out there, and I got to meet a bunch of people, and that was really cool for me. And honestly, anything I can race with me, I would love it. You know, I've been in go-karts for about, this is going to be my 10th or 11th year, so I feel like I would love to stay in here and help to come back in as much as I can, but you know, I would love to go to cars, and any chance I get, I will take the opportunity.
Well, really looking forward to seeing how you do today. And if you end up right next to Jake or beating Jake, then I guess that's bragging rights for you, right?
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, you know, I really enjoy racing with him. You know, whenever he wins, I'm like, I'd be like, oh, dang it, I lost to him. And then when he wins, he's like the same way. So, you know, it's always fun though. We always enjoy racing against each other, and we'll see how the outcome goes.